Hey, welcome back to Pioneer Knife and Tool. I got a cool little episode here. I did a little picking. I got some things to share. And in case you're wondering, the description of this video, uh, Case Bone Trapper 4-kill notch knife. What is that? Well, I'm going to share it with you. I think it's kind of cool, and we'll get into that. So I did a little picking, picked up 4 or 5 items. Really unique pick, and I'll share it with you. Let's get going here. A Case Bone Trapper. And this is a 9-dot 1971. And this is awesome because I did not have a Case Trapper in bone, but look at the pile side of this, folks. Look at that bone. Isn't that cool? Now look at those notches. What might those notches represent? Well, I'm going to toss out what I think. I think the most likely thing that those notches represent, those are kill notches, and I'm going to say they probably represent who the original owner of this knife, probably their big game kill, deer or elk. That would be my guess. They've been on there a long time. 1971 is a long time ago, folks. One of the other, which I kind of think probably not, but you never know. This knife here is Vietnam War era. So, a lot of soldiers carried some of these type of knives, over in the war. And so that could represent something else too, but I think it's probably a young guy's deer kill. That would be my guess. But so you got a 9-dot 1971 Trapper. And folks, after handling Case knives of all the different eras, I'm of the opinion that the Case's X's under era and the first decade of these dot knives, 70, 79, I think they were the best era for Case. Quality was just undeniable. Yeah, the Case Bone Trapper 4-kill notch knife. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that was a score, folks. I got that for under $30. What a find. Here's another, the other folder that I picked up. This is really cool, man. This thing was so dirty. Little dinged up. I kind of sanded and cleaned it up. It was just so filthy. But this is a Keen Cutter. I've never seen one this small, not an old one. Hawkbill. See if we can get the read the stamp there. Yeah, it's a Keen Cutter Hawkbill knife. I'm going to carry this. This is so cool. And it took a lot of cleanup to get that puppy clean. And then I picked up a couple really old knives from the 2 oldest knife companies in the country, in America. And they're really cool. Let's start with this one here, a Russell Green River. This is a camp knife, full tang, tapered, bone handle. Look at the bone on this, folks. This knife was in amazing condition. Little slight rust, dirty area, but look at that bone, folks. That's just ballistol. I just really got got it ballast all worked into it to revive that bone. But yeah, Russell Green River Works, 1843. And this 1860s era camp chore knife. Is that cool? Yeah. And the other one, this is a cat's meow in my book. If you know me, I like primitive knives. And I'm gonna dive in and show you some Mountain Man stuff here, but this is just so cool. I've got a, see if I can bring it in. That's a Lamson and Goodnow Manufacturing Company. And this is a Camp Bowie. Look at the stout blade on this pup. It's a Camp Bowie knife. And it's from the late 1800s. It's got the 6-pin handle. This thing was coated in a rust layer. I cleaned it up. I had a few nicks in the blade on the edge. I cleaned that all up. Now this Lamson and Goodnow, 1837, the company was started a few years before the Green River Knife Company. And this is just so stout, big old massive honking 6-pin Camp Bowie knife. I dig this thing. This stamp here dates after 1871. It was used for a while after the turn of the century. With the 6-pin and everything on this knife, I'd say this is 1880s, maybe 1890s. But yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, I picked up a few other things here. I'll go ahead and let's take a look here at, I pulled out a few cool items here, and I'm going to bring these old knives from the old days over here. Here's that Lamson and Goodnow. I pulled out my Trapper's Mountain Man bag here. Yeah. I thought I'd bring that out along with my Raccoon Mountain Man cape from North Idaho. And this knife kind of goes along with that stuff, along with that one there too. But yeah, so cool stuff, man. I love this stuff. And then I haven't shown this in a while, but I've got my Nez Perce hat from 1890. This was from the family. Wife's great-grandfather homesteaded up in Nez Perce County in 1880. Friends of the Nez Perce. And let's look at this treasure here. Nez Perce hat, Lapwai, Idaho. Yeah, that's yeah, that's a treasure, folks. Blessed to be caretaking that. Hey, while I'm at it, my buddy over at Drew's Collector's Edge sent me his newest sticker and a really nice thank you note. A real nice note. Drew is an awesome guy. He's got a great channel. Check his channel out. Look at his new sticker, man. That is so awesome. That's one of the best stickers I've seen. I don't do stickers, folks. Wife and I, we help take care of our grandson 3 days and nights a week. I'm just busy, and I've just chose to spend my time doing family things and then try to fit in a few of these videos for you. But, and here's, this one here is from my buddy over there at Warthog, Rick over at Warthog channel, and Al over there at Rick Grimes channel. I forgot I had this, a Western States skinning knife, probably from the 20s, maybe 30s. It's old. I'm gonna say 20s. Check that out. I forgot I had this sucker. Isn't that cool? One of the other things I picked up was this here. This leather pouch here. I didn't pay hardly anything for it. And I got this with this at the same time. And this is, I don't know how, this is pretty old. This might be from 30s or 40s. But it's like somebody's little knife sheath, double knife sheath for smaller knives, smaller hunting knives like this. Isn't that cool? So stitching was starting to give out, so I lined it with my vinyls liners and glued it all in, so it's still drying. And when I'm all done, man, I'll be able to use this thing. You can put it on a belt, but look at that. Isn't that cool? I just dig stuff like that. So what's the other thing I picked up? Take a look. This is pretty cool. It's the last thing I picked up. A World War II hatchet. This one here was made by American Fork and Hoe Company. This is from 1944. It saw service in the war, and then it came home and somebody took care of it. And this is probably the way it was when it came home. Now the handle was split, and I repaired it. I glued it with Titebond glue, so it's stronger than ever. Let's pull it out of its sheath here. Get this puppy out. This is sweet, man. That's just gonna go along with my hatchet collection. American Fork and Hoe Company. Look at the righteous patina. I'm not going to do anything on this history here, this relic, other than I just glued the handle up and I hit it with a coat of lacquer. And it is just an amazing condition. But it saw service over there, folks, for sure. In the war, but I'm not even going to mess with. Still fairly sharp, but that is just a cat's meow right there, folks. All right, let's wrap it up. I really appreciate everyone. I really can't tell you what's my favorite, of the bunch. I really dig this case bone trapper with the 4-kill notch, the 4-kill notch knife. I really dig it, but some of the other items, man, are pretty cool too. So, yeah. So Lamson and Goodnow and Green River Knife Company. Two of the, they say that Lamson and Goodnow is probably the very first large knife company in the country, followed by the Green River. Russell Green River Company. But there were sword makers in America, and individual knife makers that go back to Revolutionary War time period. And this is a Revolutionary War knife right here. It's got the maker's stamp right there. So this predates these two knives here that I picked up. But that is one of the earliest style of folders made in America. It's got horn handle there. But there were other knife companies. Here's a leather saddle makers knives here. A little set here. And these were made by the Star Knife Company, and then patented 1873. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, everyone. The Case Bone Trapper 4-kill knife, 4-kill notch. Isn't that cool? All right, thanks for watching. God bless.